we shall continue our project. We shall open our project and I'll put it side by side. I will start my server. So npm run serve, that will bring us the development server. So as usual, clicking on the link, it will direct to our Chrome browser. So you can see previous programming there. I'll just open my app.vue. I'll put a HR tag there and HR tag there. Now I'll style a little bit in the HR tag. So I'll go to the style. I'll put a HR border top of 1 pixel and border type is solid and a green color. Now I'll add a form. I'll add a h3 tag, and for the heading that is our sales invoice. So what kind of form it is, so we'll show them the title. So now we need to add a title data property, and we'll add that title data property there. So this title value is sales invoice. Now you can see that the sales invoice has come in our form in our browser. Now we will add a div. We have a div with row. Now we'll add another div for our form group. So for the responsiveness, we'll add call -md-3. Now another div for the form group, that's a class of form group. Now I'll add a label for the invoice number. So class of text bold and value of input invoice number, that will be outputting. Now we will add our input. So we have a new property, that's a V model. So V model will talk to our data and get the data into this input. So whenever we enter some data, it will change the input also. So reactive, you can see the action. So I have added sorry, it's not an array, but I'll change it later. Actually it's not working because I have put it in an array, but it's an object. So it's an object, so I have to change it to object. So I'll remove the array from there so that it will become an object. That's the array. I have removed the array. Now it has become an object and we have got the data there. When we have multiple data, we use array. Otherwise for the single data we use an object. I'll just just to formatted our form. Likewise I will add a few more form groups. So invoice number, invoice date, and customer, and the customer and the purchase order date. So we will add the customer, that's we will use a select command, select tag there. We will add a customer ID in our data property, and we will assign this customer ID property to our select option there. We will put the model as invoice.custID. Now I will add option. So this is the dummy option where we give a select option. We will have a for loop here with the v-for. We have to put a space there together with option. So option v-for. So we have to put it in a double quotes. v4 equals c. So you can put anything there. C will get only the particular object of that. So C in customers is our array of customers, and we get the value. So which customer was selected, that value will get here. So we put the c dot id. So we have an id property in our customers array, and we have to put a key there. That's a c dot id. That's a common unique key is id. So we have to assign an id there. That's a c dot id, and we get the output as a double curly braces. We can put the value. That's a c dot cust name, cust name, cust name. That's our property in our customers array, or an object in our customers array. So we'll create our customers array there. So we have the customers, so we'll copy them and paste it here. This is going to be an array, so we have put it as an array. Now we create an object of customer, single customer. So the customer needs an id. I can see small letter id. So I have an id of 1, and customer name. So cust name customer 1. We will copy. We will fill our customers array with data. We have finished our second step. So we have invoice number, invoice date, and customers. We can select the customers. So whenever we select the customer, we can just output our customer id above. We'll add a span there with the class of badge. Now we have a badge. When we select a customer, we can see the customer id is displayed above in a badge. We need to have one more class, that's a text hyphen bold. We will just make it bold. So font weight of 500. So we have invoice number, invoice date, and the customer and the POA date. So we have completed the second part. Now I'll show you that's in our Vue extension. We have the app and we have more properties there. You can see the invoice date, invoice number, PO date, title, and all our customers address and company name. You can even change the title from here. We will continue the project in the next video. We will add invoice property. So we will add a few more data to it. So we'll make it as an invoice form so that we can generate invoice from our created app. Okay, bye bye. See you in the next video.